Dude, that sound, that real sound, the authentic playing of that sound, or anything of the sort, I cannot wait for actual live football. I'm even excited about preseason this year. We didn't have preseason last year, and I'm actually getting excited for even that. I don't think it's going to look anything the same, but who cares? We'll get to see some players on the field in uniform. And also, listen to this. Did you see they're going to let a team starting in 2022 opt out of just wearing one helmet for the whole year? They can use throwback helmets for the games. They do the throwback and alternate jerseys. Why wouldn't they? Why not bring more excitement to that? Yeah, I know it costs money, but think about the money it brings in on resales and stuff like that. People buy those replicas from the NFL and stuff. Just a few random thoughts for the day. Let's start our breakout with our 16 autos. Since no one's going to talk because everyone's probably laying in bed. I'll turn this dude down. My wife's going to hear with the earbuds in. How many of y'all still do that? It is a Friday night, though. It's only, 1:30 on the East Coast? That means it's only 10:30 on the West Coast. Where's Hitman at? No one-on-one guesses? Nothing? Man. Should have had a beer for this. All right, good luck, everybody. We'll be looking up some autos in this, but that's all right. Dauphine, Anderson, there's an ETN, Sample, Jones, Werner, and Anthony Schwartz, I believe, for the Cleveland Browns, but we'll check it out. Big shout out to Akins, who stepped up for Chris Taylor so I could get some sorts done and updated the trades. Appreciate you, man. Give me the Cleveland Browns. I was right. Get the marker ready for this box. We might do just a Sage tomorrow. Some people are asking if I would do just Sage with all those autos. We'll see. I saw we have a Trevor Lawrence next level. We want that auto. That's the on card, the next level stuff. Nunn, Rose, Tony, Pitts, Mack, and an Ian Book. New Orleans Saints, right? It's just different to see it on here. Ian Book is the New Orleans Saints, I believe. Yeah, it is. New Orleans Saints. My buddy that put the $500 on the Hawks and was feeling great yesterday. I don't think he's feeling super great about it after tonight's game. But I will say he just laid a bet on, I don't know what it was on, that Kamara's going to win MVP. Do you know there was only 4 running backs since the turn of the century to win MVP? Can anybody name them? Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Waddle, and a Colin Hill. That may be a daytime trivia, even though Corey Kelly won trivia in baseball today about one of the dirtiest household or near house items. Colin Hill. I don't see a team for him. Bengals. Colin Hill for the Bengals. That's what it looks like. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I have him on the Bengals. Man, I can't pry an answer out of you guys. You just give, unless it's not showing up. Oops, there we go. Shaq Smith, Dokes, Sermon, Henderson, Nunn, Waddle, and Jason Owe. I believe, is it the Ravens? Oh, I gotta write Bengals on this. I forgot. Just because I know when we give away the hitless credits. Jason Owe is the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens going out to Joshua. What up, Joshua? The challenge break was fun last night. If you didn't, Aiken. That's all I wanted to see was someone that was texting. So it was like, or someone that wrote something. So I knew you guys could hear and see me. Eubanks, Werner, Daniel, Spencer Brown, Dax Milne, and Corey Dauphine. His auto is pretty interesting. C over D, like a fraction. Never seen anyone do that. Is that what it's supposed to be, like a fraction? He is going to be... Oh, he's the one that got hurt and couldn't go. We'll have to see if we can give him out. He broke his leg or tore something and just said, I'm done. That's crazy. Didn't even get to play after all that. Man, it's just the amount of hours. There's the fields those guys put into their career. Simi Fihoko, I'm going to know him soon because we pulled a couple of him. It's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys going out to that one. It's going to be... Who is it? Oh, Christian. We'll be back tomorrow. Today I spent some time with my wife and the family. My parents are going down to the beach for the week. So when the... Oh, went right to it. Tony Pullian. And I wanted to spend some time with them. Corey Taylor, Ernest Jones. But I thought it was going to be raining the next few days. I guess we're going to be having sunny skies. So I have to figure out something to do with the kids this weekend. It's already like running out of ideas. The kids are like, I'm bored. It's like, what the heck? Now I realize what my parents were like, what do you mean you're bored? We give you all these things to do. I feel like I'm repeating the things that they said to me as a kid. Jamar Watson, Najee Harris, Wallace, Robinson, Simmons, Snowden, and Carson Green. Still should have an on card in here. I think that they've been popping up about one per box. I don't know if anyone's watched any more of this as far as the product goes. But I think the first 2 boxes we pulled up where each one had an on card on it. Next level. This is going to go to the Texans. Houston Texans going out to Tech and Brock as well. Let's get a big name out of this. Felipe Franks, Stevens, Mac Jones, Brevin Jordan, Hamlin, another Mac Jones, and a Troy Warner. It's going to be the Los Angeles Rams, sibling Fred Warner. Rams going out to Dakota Reed, local. I pretty much decided I highly doubt I'm going to any Bills games this year. I want to watch them from home and do tailgating. Anthony Schwartz, I mean, we have the season ticket, so it's going to be, if I get the chance to go with my dad, slip to one I may. But I just enjoy watching all the games so much afterwards. It's such a drive for me. Anybody going to games this year? I know you're not going to answer now, but I'm curious. Hey Akins, are you going out to the National? That's the Buffalo Bills. They got me again. Kerry Vincent, Grimes, Jefferson, Forrest, Jamar, and Bruno LaBelle. That's a full auto right there. That's going to be Arizona Cardinals. Tight end for the Cards. That Cardinals team is starting to look stacked. Cardinals looks good on paper. I think the Giants look good on paper. I know not many people agree. See how they come out to play. Felton, Grant, there's the Trevor Lawrence, LaBelle, Anthony Schwartz, and Dax Milne. Dax Milne going to go out to the Washington football team. It's going to be David Matt. We are going to give away a fantasy spot. So far in the DK, and this DK is not like a regular league. It's going to be on the... We set up a contest every week for DraftKings. Another Trevor Lawrence. And so it's going to be a little bit of a bigger league. For the Eagles, Marlon Tuipulotu. But anyhow, our first 3 contestants are Rich Martinez, Gareth Curtis, and Tim Scully. So we'll be giving away a 4 spot. We did it for baseball. I'm telling you, I love it. I'm glad we're doing it. I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm glad I get a commissioner spot. Jalen Waddle, Daz Newsome, and John Bates. John Bates. No, not from Downtown Abbey. Or at Downton, not downtown. Downton Abbey. Come on, the football player. Washington football team. That's funny if Rodgers isn't back. Ian, you're not really worried about that, are you? Cornette seems to think he's not worried at all. My dad says he's going to the Broncos. I said if Rodgers doesn't play for the Packers, he's not playing this year. He's done. Because they can't count it as a year. What's your take? I got to hear it from a Packers fan. Knox, and there's a nice Justin Fields art gallery. Evans, Mitchell, Mack, Robinson, and Joe Sculthorpe. There we got some action going in the chat. Joe Sculthorpe is going to be the Falcons. Atlanta Falcons going out to Grant. I know there's only 8 of us in here. It's crazy. Well, I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning. There's 9 now. 1:30 in the morning on the East Coast. I expect my West Coaster to be involved. I got to know from Ian about Rodgers, though. Got to start hearing it from Packers fans. Knox, Puka, and Jared Dokes. Man, did not get an on-card there or a numbered, but you'll have this. Like I said, 16 autos per box makes it where you're not always going to pull the big names. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins. All right, we still got that cool Justin Fields, some other good rookies, some Lawrence, some Wilsons, a couple Mac Jones. Let's go ahead and do some parallel stuff. I need some parallels and disco in my life. Jamie never sent me a voicemail. I was waiting on a voicemail from Jamie asking me to do drops. He never did it. Oh, I agree, Ian. I agree with you 100%. I just don't... I think he'll play. I do. Pat Freiermuth, Waller, Watson, and David Johnson. I think he's going to be playing for the Green Bay Packers this year. And if he doesn't, he's in some trouble, I think. Because I don't know what he can do. Carter, Surtain, Higgins, Jones, and there's a Devonta Smith, Blue Disco. All-Americans. Love these disco cards, man. Rousseau, Caleb Farley, Allen Robinson, Chris Carson, and a Sean Wade for the Ravens, red disco. I still think that going back, hindsight's always, 2020. But Ian, I think that the Niners should have saved all those picks they sent over to pick Trey Lance. The Packers would have absolutely taken all those picks. There's another Waddle. Oh, no, the first one was Devonta Smith. Yeah, Corey, it probably is. But yeah, I think the Niners should have traded all those picks to the Packers. They kind of hinted that they would have taken those for Rodgers, but they weren't doing that at draft night for that position. Jalen Waddle, Henry Ruggs, Cam Newton, and Chase Claypool, Blue Disco. Well, and Ian, I listen, I gotta, again, I'm not picking on the Packers. I've had my time. I don't like to, kick someone when they're down, and I feel almost for Packers fans, but I don't because it's Rodgers, and what would you expect out of him? Trey Lance. But I'll say this. Everyone says, oh, they didn't do anything for Rodgers. They didn't do anything for Rodgers. They gave him no weapons. And again, I'll always go to the argument of, well, they have a top 5 wide receiver, possibly the best wide receiver in the league. They have a top 5 running back, arguably top 3. And then, I hear a comment like that, like he's on a Super Bowl contending team. He obviously has weapons. Like, it's not like Rodgers is not given anything. Could they have given him more? Speaking of a top 5, there he is, Aaron Jones. Of course they could have given him more. Everyone can get more. But I mean, I went back to this argument, Both the Bills and the Packers were in their respective conference championships, right? Would you say that Devontae Adams is as good or better, probably better than Stephon Diggs? We didn't have a tight end. Aaron Jones is better than any running back we have. So my only argument is if you think, it's an Aaron Rodgers thing, then it's definitely a Josh Allen thing too. because we have not given him much at all. I mean, Cole Beasley, you can't tell me that he's better than some of their, he's a fighter. There's a Certain Blue Disco. But that's all my point. I hate the people who are like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, they haven't done anything for him. It's like, I don't know. I'm not buying that. Rondell Moore, Collins, Stafford, Allen, and how about a Boogie Basham, speaking of the Bills, out of 50. I mean, if you want to talk about not doing much for a quarterback, I got to point to Lamar Jackson. They are not getting, I mean, they're trying to get excited about Sammy Watkins. They're talking up Sammy Watkins. Here's our auto. There's a Zach Wilson, Kyle Trask, Young, Metcalf, and Damon Hazelton. I mean, when you're getting excited about a dude that has never surpassed 750 yards in his career as a receiver, dude, and that's who you're touting is like, oh, we got Lamar, Sammy Watkins. Hollywood Brown, like, come on, give that. No wonder the dude runs the ball. And listen, I'm by no means an advocate for Lamar. I think the jury's still out on if he's going to be an NFL quarterback. Don't tell Chris Folk I said that. Bam, Ian, nailed it. And listen, I have always been like Brady, but that was more of a he's in my division. It sucks. Plus, I've heard it from a few people now, and I couldn't agree more. New England Brady was not near as fun as Tampa Bay Brady. He's a different dude. He's more fun, and there's a Tyler Lockett. But that's not anything against Rodgers. But I just think that shows you Rodgers is in it for himself. He's going to get his contract. He's going to do his show. He wants to go where he wants when he wants. He has had players fired, removed, suspended, coaches, badmouth coaches. I just feel like when we look back on Aaron Rodgers, it's definitely going to be more of a blemished career than people want to openly admit right now. Jalen Waddle. And again, I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but I would say in 10 years, unless he wins another championship or at least gets to a Super Bowl or has a season like he did in 2020 back-to-back, which a lot of people are saying that he most likely won't. In my opinion, in 10 years, he's not going to be on that list. We'll mention him oh, Aaron Rodgers was a great quarterback, as was all these other guys. I don't ever think he's going to drop down to the Phillip Rivers list or anything like that. Don't think he's still above guys like that. I'd still take Eli. I can't even say it straight. But Eli Manning has a little bit of credentials to his name with the 2 Super Bowls. Joe Burrow out of 49. Nice card there. But I just think he's not going to be that dude that everyone looks back on as man, I think we'll be having more of a what a squandered opportunity he had when he went to these games and couldn't finish them out. Waddle, Trey Lance, Elijah Moore, Kyle Trask, and we're going to get a Shane Simpson. Shane Simpson. That's out of 99, Shane Simpson. Can we all agree that Brady in Tampa Bay is just a lot of fun? Shane Simpson, Buffalo Bills. He is a Buffalo Bill. Or was. I don't know if he's still with them, but that's who they have him with. And I wrote the whole Buffalo Bills out. But I picked up my first. They don't have fantasy football magazines out yet, and I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you read those things? They're like the beginner's guide to fantasy football." But I like to get one every year. But you know what I did this year? I actually went and bought one of those NFL ones where it just goes through each team. So I'm excited to take a peek at that this weekend and maybe just get a little bit of new insight on what teams did that I didn't notice. It breaks down their line, their offensive line, and things like that. Justin Jefferson, Brandon Cooks, Edwards-Helaire, Ryan Mixon, Jones, Jalen Smith, Gronk. We got Fairmouth, Tylen Wallace, Mahomes, Surratt. How about a Tyson Campbell for the Jags? I would have liked to see the Bills themselves add either a stud tight end. I thought for sure we'd end up landing Ertz. But a stud tight end or whatever happened with Ertz. Like, there was all this on that. Is he just going to be staying with the Eagles? They got to look this up quick. 17 hours. Zach Ertz divorced from team. Now it's Cardinals should consider him. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that, man. But it would have been nice. I would like to see the Bills do that. Or get themselves a nice running back. That the Cardinals get Ertz. Like, that team is getting stacked quickly. Darius Leonard, Roethlisberger, Moss, T. Higgins, Elliott, Brady, Gurley, Tannehill, Howard, Jefferson, Leonard, Sam Ellinger, Aaron Rodgers. There he is. Carter, Elliott, Justin Fields, and Davion Nixon. Davion Nixon. That's going to be the Carolina Panthers. Like I said, we will be doing our 2 $5 hitless credits at the end of this after we pull these 30 autos. But we'll also be doing that fantasy spot, the 4th spot in the league. All right, Todd Gurley. Henry, Rodgers, Gordon, Jackson, Watt, Kelsey, Smith, Thielen, Mahomes, Burrow. Get ourselves a Hopkins, Gainwell, Etienne, Trask, Tutu Atwell, Campus Legends, Emmitt Smith, and a Sean Davis. This one, Campus Ticket Hollow out of 99. Sean Davis, NFL Draft. The Colts. Indianapolis Colts. That's going out to Derek. Oh, there it is. What do we got coming? Tannehill, Ridley, Woods, Rivers, Singletary, Hurts, Fitzpatrick, Minka that is, Devontae Adams, Love, Thomas, Allen. We got a Micah Parsons, Terrace Marshall, Zach Wilson, Justin Herbert, Kwity Paye, Rousseau, and for the Tampa Bay Bucks, cracked ice. Who's got the Bucks? David Populars. Got ourselves a little cracked ice action. If you're on your headphones, turn your volumes down because you know I'm about to hit it. Cracked ice, Kyle Trask, Tampa Bay Bucks. You know I got to hit it on a cracked ice, even if it takes me 20 minutes to get it up. There we go. Love me a little cracked ice action. Who knows? This is a hold card there, David, in my opinion. You know what? Brady's you know how like these guys like Rodgers and Brady, they've been known to say even who was it? Recently. Oh man, I forget who it was. They brought someone in like we want you to train them and they were pretty much like, "No, I'm not training my replacement." But I do think there comes a time in like guys like Brady's life where they're like, "All right, I'm not renewing my contract after these 2 seasons. Let me see what I can do for this young boy. Like, he's working hard. He's watching me, you know." There's those situations. What if that happens and Kyle Trask ends up being, like, that dude in Tampa Bay? Who knows? I mean, they draft him. It happened with Brady. It's not like it's unheard of. We got Xavier Howard there. Devin White, Lockett, Landry, Gibson, Cousins, Carson, Breeze, Watt, Allen, Peterson. We got a Kyle Pitts, Devonta Smith, Burrow, Rashad Bateman, Moore, Kadarius Toney, and Noah Gray. There we go. Noah Gray, NFL. Maybe. Kansas City Chiefs. Tight end. Kelsey's sidekick. Poor Tim Tebow was not invited to tight end camp. His friends left him out. You know, and like everybody's mom called and they were like, why didn't you invite Tim Tebow, like our boy Tim Tebow, to your party? And Tim Tebow's like, it's okay, guys. Like, I don't really want to go. And they're like, no, Tim, if you're a tight end now, you should be invited to the tight end party. And he's like, no, I'm not really like a tight end yet. And they're like, yeah, we kind of told him that, like, we'd have him, but there's guys who are starting. There's this whole awkward thing. All the parents got on the phone. The way I read the article, it made me think it was like a tattletale. Like, Tim Tebow wasn't invited to your party. Cracked me up. But you know what? Tim Tebow may not make the team. He's going to bust his ass trying. Good for Tim Tebow. But wonder if Noah Gray was invited. It's supposed to be for like the best of the best, right? It was supposed to be like 22 guys, and they had like, they upped it to like 50 some. They blocked out an entire hotel. It was completely sold out, all their blocked rooms, and like, that's pretty cool. I guess they like, Kittle like pays for everything. Kittle and Olsen pay for everything. I got to read more about it. It's an interesting concept that a position would invite. You know, you wonder how much of that the coaches like that. A, they're exposing themselves athletically. B, they got to be giving things up from their playbook or their coaches taught. You know, at that level, you wonder how a coach is like, you're not going to tight end camp. No. Get your ass back to the facility. Ray Lewis out of 299. And it's Zach Wilson here. There he is, the Kelsey boys. Well, Travis and Jason. Etienne, Herbert, Prescott. We got a Michael Carter. This is a fresh inner here. So the Dare to Tear card is still live. The only box that's been broke out of it was the one from last night with our little challenge, which is so much fun. Ian Book, Nico Collins, Nelson, Cousins, Ryan, Drake, and Jacobs. All right, there's Justin Herbert. Hawkins and Davis Mills, Eric Dickerson, Carr, Mostert, Mims, and McLaurin. We have Plaxico Burress, Marshall, Rousseau, Harrison, Devin White. Didn't even realize Plaxico Burress was in this set. That's a weird dude to put in. Devonta Smith. First auto coming up. Russell Wilson, Kylan Hill, and Jalen Darden. Marino, Cooper, Swift, Boyd, and another one for the Eagles. We pulled him last night. Kenneth Gainwell. Second one out of the case already. Oh, that one's like sticky. Icky. Ooh. All right, Jared Goff flashback. Newman, Freiermuth, Sanders, Gibson, Breeze, Mahomes, and Parker. If you guys are able to type, tell me who starts for the Saints. Winston or Taysom Hill. That's the one that's intriguing me a lot. Williams, Jordan, Ken Anderson, Allen, Lockett, Robinson, Andrews, and Mark Andrews out of 100. I will say this. I'm excited. It looks like my boy Tyrod Taylor is going to get another shot with a team. Hopefully they don't puncture his lung again. It does not look like Deshaun Watson unless there's some inconceivable, miraculous move from a lawyer that's going to get him at least to play this year. How about a Owusu mini? Roethlisberger, Najee, and Vasher. We have Thomas, Watson, there he is, Hill, and Gaskin. And Julio, now with the Titans. Pittman, Bridgewater, Akers, and look at that. Justin Fields, silver for the Chicago Bears. Austin Linderwell, a little something for you. silver prism under the lights. Nice card there. There's our next auto. Aaron Jones, Barrymore, and more. Hall, Garoppolo, Crowder, Young, and it's going to be a Barrymore, Christian Barrymore. That is going to be for the Pats, New England Patriots. Going out to Dougie. What, Dougie? I'm sure Dougie's listening, eating some Jack in the Box delivery. Hey, we could still get our Dare to Tear card. A couple packs left, though. Kwity Paye, Kellen Mond, Smith, Cooks, Jones, Michelle Hurts, and a Keenan Allen out of 150. Another short print. All of our prints coming at the end. Seth Williams, Jones, Moss, Sanders, Jefferson, Johnson, Hopkins, and a Dante Hall out of 199. 199? Well, Corey, you know what? It's going to be a long weekend. It's all right. People are sleepy. I mean, when Hitman's not in here, you know it's trouble. I don't think I haven't broke at 2 a.m. very often, so, and especially not lately. Breeze, Ellinger, and there's a Justin Fields. Strahan. Hey, I'm used to talking to myself, Corey. I'm not going to be too upset. Chuba Hubbard. Everyone's nestled up next to their sweet things, Corey. With the earbuds in one ear. Oh, there we go. Denzel Mims. Out of 100 mini. Warner. Devontae Smith. Sewell. Falk. Waller. Metcalf. And P. Ryan. Tomorrow I got to tally up the old NFC East votes for division finishes and post that. And then one of the things I bought that magazine for today was I kind of want to do a breakdown in order of each team. And I'm going to lay some ground rules. I want people to be respectful, but we're going to whoever gets first, we're going to say, all right, why do you think they're first? And then kind of do a second, third, and fourth post all at once. Say, well, let's talk about these teams. Do we have a 1 of 1? Oh, it might be a redemption. Uh-oh. It could be. It should be. We'll see. We don't do redemption guesses for Leaf, but let's see what happens here. Good luck, everybody. Javon Holland. Is that... is it the Dolphins or the Broncos? Javon Holland is the Dolphins. Miami. Going out to Akins. Big shout out to Akins for updating. Holland, 1 out of 30 on that. And Jamon Osborne. I want to say it's the Saints, but I think it's the Eagles. It's the Eagles. I got it that time. Yeah, I'm with you, Corey. It's coming Friday. Plus, our first off the line should be here. I mean, Sage came out this week, which isn't super exhilarating, but KJ Costello is undrafted, so we'll do him with the Corey Dauphin at the end, but the Costello will be first. And Asim Rose Jr., that is out of 10 there, and that's going to go to the Vikings, Minnesota Vikings. Going to be Austin Linderwell. Minnesota Vikings, 1 out of 15. What up? Why is he in some products and not others already? Jamar Chase to close it. Cincinnati Bengals. Ultimate Draft Football. Card and level, including parallels, will be rewarded at time of fulfillment. That's what's crazy is that it could be a 101, it could be out of 50. You don't know, but it's going out to the Bengals. Larry closing us out. We got a fantasy spot to give out. We got hitless credits to give out. Cracked Ice and a Jamar Chase were our best hits. So it happens when you don't talk. I can't get the energy into the boxes, man. All right, we did have a Justin Fields under the light silver. We had the Mark Andrews at 100, Burrow to 49, Mac Jones Crusade, Waddle Silver Crusade, Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson All-Americans. Basham, Boogie Basham for the Bills out of 50. Surtain Disco. Trey Lance. Waddle Blue Disco. Wade Red Disco. Devontae Smith Blue Disco. And a Justin Fields Art Gallery. We had an Asim Rose for the Minnesota Vikings. That one's going to be going out to Austin Linderwell. And Jamon Osborne for the Philadelphia Eagles going out to Jim Gain. Yeah, I hear that. I hear you on that. I had a little bit of that, Corey, since Josh Allen, so I understand that. But once the season starts, you never know if a player takes off. Javon Holland, also the Miami Dolphins, going out to Josh Akins. Yeah, the season can change that real quick. Christian Barrymore for the Pats, going out to Dougie. And Kenneth Gainwell for the Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles going to Jim Gain. Noah Gray for the Kansas City Chiefs going out to Bradford Burris. We got ourselves this Sean Davies for the Indianapolis Colts going out to Derek Colpart. Davian Nixon for the Carolina Panthers going out to Austin Linderwell as well there. Tyson Campbell for the Jacksonville Jaguars going out to Andrew Vodagle. Sorry we didn't get you a tray there. Trevor, I mean. Bills, Shane Simpson going out to Grant Hessen. Got a Dolphins, Jared Dokes. For the Atlanta Falcons going out to Grant Hessen as well. That is a Joe Sculthorpe. Washington football team, John Bates going out to David Matt. We had the Marlon Tuipulotua for the Eagles and Dax Milne for the Washington football team. Arizona Cardinals, Bruno LaBelle going out to Jamar Evans. And Quentin Morris for the Bills as well. For the LA Rams, Dakota Reed getting the Troy Warner. And for the Texans, Carson Green going out to Houston. It's going to be Joshua Teckenbrock. We had for the Baltimore Ravens, Tony Pulhan going out to Teckenbrock as well. And the Dallas Cowboys, Simi going out to Christian Brown. For the Baltimore Ravens, Jason Owe. And for the Cincinnati Bengals, Colin Hill. They were not done yet. Larry was just getting started. New Orleans Saints, Ian Book going out to Corey N. And we had the Anthony Schwartz for the Cleveland Browns. Lots of teams hitting. We're not done. We had Damon Hazelton for the Houston Texans going out to Teckenbrock. And the Cracked Ice, Kyle Trask for the Tampa Bay Bucks going out to David Pete. Oh, I'm with you, Corey. That's everyone. And you know what, Corey, this is not uncommon. You know, it's funny. We see names, a lot of names come in the breaks that we haven't seen in a long time because they honestly collect college unis. And we see a lot of names go out. And then when the NFL products come in, we see another transition. And then late in the year, we see a whole new transition come in all the time for the extremely high-end stuff. There's guys that only collect the high-end stuff. Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals. So it is what it is. It's just part of the cycle. I'm glad we just keep ripping and having fun and enjoying products. I hope you all are still having fun. And we are going to be giving away. Let's give away the fantasy spot first. I have it already ready to go. So let's do it. Fantasy spot 4. And you know what, Corey, it's fun when we do the pick 'em and stuff for games. 2021 DK fantasy spot season long. There we go. We're going to go to spot 4 though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It's going to be the Saints getting it. New Orleans Saints. Who had them? Corey. This league, I mean, I love getting new faces and new guys in it, but I've never seen a league start off with so many guys that just, you know, are casual pop-ins, which I love it. You guys are going to have to stick around now. Now, remember, you can always trade it, sell it, pawn it off, use it in a part of a deal, make your friends beg for it, whatever you want. Here's what we're going to do next. We're going to take these hitless guys. And then we'll... Oh, come on now. We only had 11 teams not hit. Top 2 and $5 hitless credits. Good luck, y'all. It's going to be a 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be the Seahawks and the Giants. Grant Hessen and Tay Taylor each winning a $5 hitless credit. Now to close it up for the night, just a little kicker on top. We got our 2 bonus cards. First will be the Costello. Second will be the Corey. Well, talk to these guys right here. Akins. You have to talk to these guys. We're giving out, this will be like a 20-person league, this DK. And if we fill it, we might do a second one. I love them. They're my favorite that we've been doing. But the way, at least for baseball, it's been fun. I think we're going to like it as much for football. Saints and Eagles are going to be the 2 teams that get it. It's going to be Corey as well and Jim Gain. All right, guys, I'm going to roll out. Thank you again, Akins, for helping out. Thank you, guys. We're going to do a Mosaic Collegiate Mixer tomorrow. So stay tuned for that tomorrow and another baseball coming up, too. I'll see y'all then.